Hi beauties, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my May beauty favorites. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me for today's video, and if you're new to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications. That way you won't miss any of my uploads. Let's go ahead and dive into my monthly favorites. Alright guys, so I'm going to talk to you all about my monthly favorites for May, but today is also going to kick off my Summer in the Sun giveaways. You guys know, if you've been with me for a while, that I like to give away a small prize every month during the summer. The first month of summer is the month of June. I mentioned this product in a recent haul, and I purchased one for myself and one for you guys. I talk about this product all the time. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. And I'm only giving away this one prize because this is like a $60 primer. This is the largest size of the primer. This primer will last you forever. If you win this or if you purchase this, if you get this size, you only use the smallest amount to prime your face. It also can serve as a moisturizer, but it is fantastic if you have oily skin. I don't know what this is made of, but it adds to the longevity of your foundation. It is wonderful primer. Whoever wins this, get ready. You're gonna love this if you've never used it before. To enter this giveaway, you must like this video, comment any positive comment that you wish to leave, and you must be subscribed to my channel. You must also be 18 years old or older. All of the other giveaway information will be down below in the description box, including the raffle copter link that you will use to enter this giveaway. Good luck to everyone. You will love this if you win this prize. If you don't win, I encourage you to go check this product out. You will love it. I love this. One of my favorites, and has been one of my favorites for years. Again, this is the first giveaway of the summer. There will be 3 more giveaways this summer. I do have a few PR items that I'd like to mention to you guys before we get started with the favorites. There are timestamps down below if you'd like to skip ahead to the favorites. I have opened some of these, but I received this item from Paula's Choice Skincare. I was hoping it was actual skincare, but it wasn't. Alright, this is no hype, just results. It says we're celebrating 27 years, and it has like a little message in here for me. And what they sent me was a baseball cap. Beauty begins with truth, and I think it says since 1995. So I think that this is sort of to celebrate the company. I'm sure I'm going to use this. It says Paula's Choice here on the back, and it says no hype on the front. It's a cute little gray color. I will definitely kind of keep this in my cap storage. So when I don't feel like doing my hair, this is when I will grab this. But that is so sweet. They do send me occasional PR items from Paula's Choice, and I love the brand. Like, I really love the exfoliating liquid. You guys see me use that all the time. I can't remember the exact name of it, but I use that every night, and I love it. I think it's been in my yearly favorites. I love that product. It does a good job of keeping your pores from being clogged, and it just smooths any texture on your skin. It's probably the product that Paula's Choice is known most for, but I love it. And anyway, they have sent like a little nice note here. So love the brand Paula's Choice, and thank you to them for including me in their celebration, because they are celebrating 27 years of no hype, just results. Yes. Good Molecules must have heard me in my last video when I said I'm not sure if I'm on their PR list anymore, because they sent me something. I hadn't received anything from them in a while. This is the package that the item came in, and I have purchased from them before, and they tend to send you your products in this cute little box. So you guys would get the same box. And this is the Discoloration Correcting Body Treatment. This is meant to target discoloration and promote an even skin tone. And I'm actually pretty happy that I got this, because as I have gotten older, I just noticed more little age spots and things on my skin and on my body than before. And if I scar myself, it doesn't go away quickly. I don't know if other people in their 40s and 50s agree with me, But if you kind of scrape your leg or something, sometimes it doesn't just clear up as fast as it did when I was younger. And I mentioned that to my doctor actually, and she said the same thing, that as you get older and your circulation changes and your legs and that kind of thing, that sometimes scarring stays with you a little bit longer. I'm happy to get this because I can use this on my body now to see if it will help with any discoloration that I have on my body. So I'm really excited. It says apply morning and night to areas of concern, avoid direct eye contact. So this is fantastic. This might last me a while if I just apply it to areas of concern. And my daughter, as well as myself, I love the Good Molecules products. There's a discoloration serum that you use on your face that is amazing. So I'm hoping that this one for the body is also gonna be great. Thank you, Good Molecules, for sending me this discoloration correcting body treatment. The final product that I got in PR was from Goli. Oh my goodness, guys. I had a tough time deciding what I wanted to get from them this time. I ended up getting the gummies again, but they have some new products as well that are like a chocolate flavor. I was really close to agreeing to get those, but there are some gummies that I haven't tried yet, so I decided to stick with the gummies because they have some I have not tried. So here we go. Ooh, here we go. So this is the box. I have a 10% discount code and I will have it linked down below if you're interested in any of these products from Goli. You guys know I love, love, love the ashwagandha gummies. I actually had one yesterday. I think I tried a half of one. Lately I do like a half of one and it just gives me a good night's rest without making me sleep longer than I want. If I take a full one, I make sure to take it earlier in the night before I go to sleep. So I take it at least a couple of hours before bedtime. And those are wonderful, but they're meant to help you relax. But for me, they give me a good night's rest. These are the apple cider gummies. And I tend to like these as just a good for me kind of gummy. And it helps me with energy. It makes me feel good. So I take those more during the day. These are the Super Fruits gummies. These say beauty, wellness, and nutrition. These are the ones I haven't tried that I was excited to try for beauty. And then I definitely want to try these. These are super greens and it says health from within. I do a pretty good job of eating greens, but I can always do better. So I was excited to try these. Here are my gummies. If you would like to try any of them out as well, I will have them linked down below with the 10% discount code. And these are pretty affordable. They're not that expensive to purchase the gummies. You get 60 in a bottle, so they last you a long time. Thank you to Goli for sharing their gummies with me. Let's talk about favorites. Been talking about this hair oil as a favorite. Love this from Gisou. It comes with a little dropper. It is the honey infused oil. I'm gonna put a little bit on my hair right now. I try not to use too much oil on my wash day because then it gets heavy fast. But I'm gonna apply a little bit right now. And it just helps with flyaways and it's just a lovely oil. Very lightweight, not too heavy. And it doesn't take very much at all. And I've been using it for a few months now and I love it. Just want to tell you guys again, this is good stuff. I filmed another video prior to this one where I created this makeup look, everything except the lip. I did switch the lip out. I'm going to talk about the lipstick in just a minute. But I did create this makeup look if you're interested in checking that video out. I love the foundation. Spoiler alert. It's a new foundation. I love it, but I will link everything down below that I'm wearing on my face. So I love this primer. This is the Beekman 1802 Milk Primer. It is SPF 35 and I have been truly enjoying this. I love the package. It is so cute and beautiful to me. It actually looks like milk. It is the consistency of milk, so it is very liquidy. It does have like a little shaker in it. I can hear it, and so you do shake this up. I love it. The only thing that I have forgotten to tell you guys whenever I've talked about this product is that it does have a little bit of a smell. To me, it smells a little bit like corn chips. It has that corn chip smell, but it goes away after you apply it to your face. I think that it has done a pretty good job. As far as SPF, I haven't experienced any issues with it, and it helps to extend the longevity of my makeup. So I'm just happy to have discovered another SPF that serves as a primer. So I love that combined kind of one-step type of product. So this is wonderful. I think it's relatively affordable. I got it during Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, half off, but I would pay full price for this. So I really have enjoyed this in the month of May. I think I talked about a lot of these products during my haul, so I apologize, but I have been trying out a lot of the products that I hauled for you guys, and I love a lot of them. This is the Instant and Long-Term Sisley Primer. This is a $210 primer, but I'm definitely telling you guys you do not have to have this. But if you like luxury makeup and you want to try something that is extremely high-end, just like I did, just to see what it's like, then this is Balm.com primer. I've been wearing this throughout the month, and I just find that I have very good makeup days. Like, it is definitely a primer that extends the wear of my makeup. Like, that seems to be, to me, one of the main things that I get longer wear out of whatever I have on my face. So I have really been enjoying this and would buy it again. But probably when it's on sale, or like I purchased this during the gift card event, so it would be during a situation like that. And I will probably like try not to use it all the time so that it will last. I think that if you use this every day, it's supposed to also be good skincare, but I don't use it every day because it's $210. But it is a good primer. So I really am happy with my purchase, but I also know that it is just like outrageously expensive. During the sale, the Ulta sale, I also purchased the Jane Iredale Smooth Affair Brightening Face Primer. This is also very good. It has a very familiar smell as far as the fragrance. So it is fragrant, but it's very faint, and it's a beautiful fragrance. So nothing that you would hate. At least I don't hate it. I'm not sure if I can quite tell that it's a smoothing primer, but it is an effective primer. I do feel like I have good makeup days and have longevity with this one as well. Definitely good primer. If I didn't want to pay for the Sisley primer, this one is worth checking out. It was on the pricey side when it's not on sale, but it is good. So I feel like I am good to go as it relates to primers for a while. I should not be talking to you guys about any new primers anytime soon, because I also picked up the Bobbi Brown primer during that same sale as well. So I am good to go for primers. Okay, foundations. Literally the two foundations that I have used all month. One is the Chanel foundation. It's the #1 foundation by Chanel. I have been using this all month. This foundation is like one of the best shade matches. Whenever I wear this, I feel like it just totally blends into the skin. I have practically wanted to wear this every day. I love this foundation. Even though it's supposed to be like a hydrating foundation, I wasn't sure if I'd love it on my combo skin where I get oily in the T-zone, but it doesn't get oily on me. It's a very natural finish. It looks like skin. It's like it gets the best all around award. Like, it's a great skin light foundation that wears a long time, that is the perfect shade match. So literally every day I'm reaching for this one. So in the month of May, like, I really wore this the most. And ever since I tested it out in the Mother's Day video, I think that that's when I tried this out. It's the only thing I have wanted to wear. So it's by Chanel. It is $70, but so worth it. This is good foundation. I'm in the shade BD91. And again, this is like one of, if not the best matching foundation of my life. Like, I just love it. And if you go back and watch that Mother's Day video, I applied this, and I think I applied concealer, and before I applied the powder in that video, I was like, wow, look how good my skin looks. Like, I wish I was one of these people that did not powder foundation because it was beautiful without powder on. So if you're a person that just kind of sets your face with a setting spray, you don't really wear powder, you'll love this. Like, it just gave me gorgeous skin. So yes, I am wearing it in that video that I did for Mother's Day Get Ready With Me. Love this foundation. I don't want to keep talking about it, but I love this. The other foundation that I have been using is still my Makeup Forever HD Skin. And this one is the shade 3Y52. And I have been telling you guys that there's another shade that ends in 54. I think it is 3N54. I sometimes say that wrong. I hope I just did it right. It's a neutral shade that is a number higher than this one, but I think that that one is a better match for me. But this one also works for me. I wanted to get the shade that was the equivalent of my original HD shade to see how close it was, and they're nothing alike. Like, this is not the same as what I used to wear. I think that the 54 shade is closer. But either way, this still is beautiful. It's a great long wearing foundation. It is less expensive than the Chanel foundation, and I like it as well. Like, so if I know I'm gonna have the foundation on for a very long time and I need to go into the night with my makeup, I will choose this one over the Chanel. Both of them are long wearing. I don't know that Chanel claims to be. Both of them wear all day, but I always feel a little more confident with this one because it is definitely much more long wearing. It is also beautiful. Looks great on camera. It's a beautiful foundation. Again, I'm not wearing either of these today because I was trying out some new makeup, but I love those two. Have been wearing them both throughout the month of May, and that's basically all I have been wearing in the category of foundation. The only foundation I've been wearing. Two concealers that I wanted to mention aren't new, but I have been reaching for them a lot. This is the Chantecaille Le Camouflage Stylo pen. I think this one is shade number 5, and one of the reasons that I've been trying to use it is I want to empty it. It's so close to empty and I've just been wanting to empty it. But this is a gorgeous concealer. The type of person that's like a minimalistic person that just sort of dabs concealer just a little bit. I think that that's perfect for that type of person. I like to use this to mix with other things that is creamy, and it's just a high-end concealer. It has that high-end vibe and look, and it seems to make other concealers better, especially if it's a concealer that's a little bit drier under the eye. I've been mixing it a lot with my Pat McGrath, and it makes my Pat McGrath a little better when I'm having a more dry under eye kind of thing going on. I've been using this a lot for that purpose, to just mix with other concealers. And I also have been using my Tarte Shape Tape. This one is in creamy, but I've been using both. Today I have both of these on, and I just put a small amount of each, and I feel like my under eyes look pretty good. See a little shadow, like it's not perfectly full coverage, but one thing that I just noticed with this concealer is I don't see those divots under my eye with this one. Like, it's a smoother under eye every time. I'm not seeing like a lot of under eye creasing. I am almost 50, like late 40s, almost 50, and this gives me very smooth under eyes, and it kind of doesn't crease. Creasing to me is when it looks like a bed sheet, a wrinkled up sheet under your eye, and there are some times when concealer will bunch up in places and it does strange things. I don't get it, but it doesn't. Also, there are concealers that sometimes accent your fine lines, and they just show the lines under your eye. I can always count on it not doing that. I do reach for the creamy one a lot because I do have more mature skin, and I feel like I'm better off using this one. So anyway, it's still the best. It is still America's #1 concealer, and it's a reason. So it's great. And then this one is a great high-end product if you just like a little bit of coverage, a little bit of light coverage under your eyes. I would probably be talking to you guys about my Charlotte Tilbury little quad that I purchased, the Pillow Talk Dream palette, but I have misplaced that palette. I don't think I misplaced it. I think I just put it away somewhere and I didn't use it that much in the month of May because I think I moved it. I realized it towards the end of May. I was like, where is that palette? And the day that I remembered it, it was like a morning and I couldn't look for it. So I'm gonna make myself a note to go look for it because I have placed it somewhere. But I tried it out in my Mother's Day Get Ready With Me, and I really did enjoy that palette. The palettes that I have been using are my Pat McGrath. I've been using the Utopian Dream, and I have been using that holiday palette a lot. So I've been reaching for those two a lot. The other palette is not really a palette, but I have been totally in love with my Makeup Geek blushes. This is what I talked to you guys about last month, I think. I've loved these Makeup Geek blushes, the highlighter and the bronzer and the little 4 eyeshadows that I have over here, and I reach for these quite a bit. Today I'm wearing Sweetness and Passion, I believe is this one. Those are the two blush colors that I have on today. Passion is kind of on the front of my cheeks and this is sort of towards the back. But I have absolutely loved this palette. If the Makeup Geek site is still up, I recommend that you check them out. I have thoroughly enjoyed what I picked up during their going out of business sale. I feel so bad, but I've liked what I've got. Let me switch gears, guys. This little Shiseido foundation brush. Want to mention this again. I've been using it a lot lately, and I think I've talked about it in some favorites videos. I'm not sure, but this is such a fun little foundation brush. One thing I like is that I can pump the foundation directly onto the brush and it doesn't seep into the brush. It just kind of stays on the top and I can buff it in really quickly. The denseness of the brush, it just doesn't move the foundation around. You buff, and you buff it in, it's done, and you're moving on to the next step. So it's just a fast way to apply my foundation. And it's the brush that I have been reaching for the most in the month of May. Like every time I want to apply foundation, this is the one I'm reaching for. I'm like, where's that brush? Where's that brush? Because it's so fast. So really strange, small foundation brush. It's a face polishing brush from Shiseido, but really great for buffing in foundation. Love this. Another brush that I want to mention that I talked about a little bit in the video that I just filmed is this La Mer brush. I picked this up with my gift cards from the Beautylish gift card event. I have really enjoyed this powder brush. It's a powder brush, and I admired it several years ago, and I never bought it. Once I got my gift cards, I was looking for something to purchase, and I was like, oh, this might be perfect, because I think this might have been $90 and I had $80 in gift cards, and I didn't want to go too much over the price of $80. So I picked this up. Whenever I use this powder brush, I feel like I use a smaller amount of powder. I don't know if that's just in my head. It keeps the powder from like seeping into the brush, and it actually applies to my skin is what I noticed. And so I put a small amount of powder in my little cap and tap this brush in, and it will cover my entire face much faster than some of my other powder brushes. It may be in my head. Maybe I'm telling myself that since I spent $90 on this brush. It's a synthetic brush. It's from La Mer, but it is a very nice brush to have. So I've been enjoying this in the month of May. The final brush that I want to mention is this brush. It is a Face Pro brush from Sonia G. I picked it up during the sales event, and I love this for bronzer. I have really enjoyed applying my bronzer. It is a fantastic angled brush. It's a natural haired brush, and I love it. When I'm in a hurry, I will also grab my blush and pop that on my cheeks with this as well. So it is a wonderful brush. I'm so happy with it and so glad that I have it. It is just so fun to use and so effective, and just gives you a beautiful finish. I love this. I said that was my final brush, but I forgot to mention this one from Refer. It's a 05 brush. I think it's a cheek brush. I purchased it for the purpose of using it for blush as well as contour products, and it's just a really great size for this brush. Like, I love the size of the bristles. It's sort of firm. It's just the perfect firmness, and I like to use it for blush, as you can tell. It actually reminds me of this brush that I have from Sonia G, except it's a little bit larger. So they're very similar in shape, except this one's larger. So definitely a great brush. I purchased it on sale, I think from the concept store, but it is a really great natural bristle brush, and I just don't have enough blush brushes, and anytime I see one that I think I might like, I always pick it up. So I like that brush. I tried a lot of products during my Mother's Day Get Ready With Me, but this is the LYS Bronzer. I think I tested it then as well, and this one is the shade Courage Tan. I had this on today, and it is just, it's just a lovely bronzer. I think it is this perfect shade for my complexion right now. If I get darker during the summer, this might not be dark enough for me, but my winter spring self, it's perfect. It adds the perfect color of bronzer. It seems sort of between neutral and warm as far as the color. So I love, love, love this color, and I love the finish. It's matte, but it looks very natural on the skin. So I just have really enjoyed it. It just is one of those bronzers that you can't go overboard with. You're not gonna look like you just like stepped out of a tanning booth. It's a great size. I like the packaging, and it is very affordable at Sephora. The highlighter that I'm wearing today is an oldie but goodie. This is the Jouer Skinny Dip highlighter, and it is in a mini, and I am not sure if I purchased it at Sephora. I think I maybe did. Even the regular size is pretty affordable, but the mini was like half that price, I think. I stumbled upon it one day, and so I reached for it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot how good this highlighter is. Look at it. It is beautiful, and I even like bopped my little beauty blender over it to tone it down some, like you can distinctly see where I applied it, but I could always use a little more up here. So like, I'm gonna just go over this once and watch this, guys. Like, do you see? So this is like, boop, one little swipe is all it takes, and then there is like crazy good. This brush is amazing too. It's like a Sonia G brush. So I have to always go over this like with the with the beauty blender, because that's how much you're gonna get. It's just wonderful when the highlighter is like that. Like, I see you. So I just wanted you guys to see how gorgeous this is. And back when we were talking about this Jouer Skinny Dip highlighter and any Skinny Dip products that Jouer sells, back when we were talking about those products and we thought they were fantastic, they were. So lips. Today I am wearing this Bare Minerals color, and so I'm not really a bright color person, but this is not too bright. It's just a perfect spring pink, and we're moving into summer. This shade is called Creativity. This lipstick is only $20. So if you don't want to spend a lot on a lipstick, this is very affordable. As far as Bare Minerals lipsticks, I got it during the sale, and I wanted to pick up a color that I don't typically wear. I thought this would be nice. I've actually worn that color to work. I will oftentimes buy colors like this, and you'll only see it like on my channel. I always wear just a nude. It's different than what I normally wear, but it's still kind of subtle, which is what's made it perfect. I guess it's wearable. It's a bright color that is wearable, right? So I've really enjoyed that. I have been topping it with this Tom Ford gloss that I bought. This one is the shade In the Buff, and it is like a gold. I don't know if you guys can see it. So it's a gold shimmer shade. So it's like a clear gloss, but it is the shade gold, and it has like these little shimmers of gold in it. So it goes on sort of clear, but it has these little sparkles, and so it just really makes the lip color pop. So I've been wearing this lip combo in the month of May. So I had to just switch out my SD card. Of the products that I tried on during my Mother's Day Get Ready With Me for lip products, the Sisley one was my favorite. This is the shade Sheer Blossom. I lip swatched all of these products during that video, so if you want to see what they all look like, you can check that video out. But this one is my favorite as far as how it looks and how it wears. I love this one. And then my next favorite that I have been wearing a lot and loving is this one by Gucci. This one is the shade Mildred Rosewood. It's a little bit deeper than the other one from Sisley, and the packaging is gorgeous. It is just the cutest. It's a beautiful package. I love that. And the color just looks really great. It's a nice everyday color. It's definitely deeper, so it could work for fall and winter months. It's a nice everyday color if you're a woman of color like me. So I have really enjoyed the Gucci. This is a lip gloss. I also lip swatched this in my previous video, Mother's Day Get Ready With Me. I lip swatched this lip color. It's Ravish. It's like a pink. It's like a pinky nude. And I love this. I love this as a topper. I love it by itself. I love how these Tom Ford glosses feel. I don't necessarily think that they wear any longer than any of my other glosses, but I just love the luxurious packaging and how they feel on my lips. I will purchase more Tom Ford lip glosses because I like how they feel, but they wear like many other lip glosses. I mean, it's a gloss. It's not like super long wearing, but they look and feel amazing. It's all about lips this month, guys. I've just received another one of these in PR, but these are 3 of my Merit Beauty lip oils. So Au Natural, Pink Beat, and Cara Cara are the shades that I have, and I love these lip oils. I love using them to top lipsticks. I like that look. They're very natural as far as how they look. They're very comfortable on the lips, not sticky. They glide on the lips, but they're a very natural product. So these have been very fun, and I've been continuing to wear those. I think I bought a lip gift set from Sephora when they, you know, combine all the lip products, and it had a full-size Pat McGrath lip in it. This is the shade Nude Venus. It almost looks a little bit like, might need to swatch them side by side. It reminds me of the Sisley. That might be why I like it. So this is Nude Venus by Pat McGrath, and it's a shiny lip. I've been reaching for it a lot in the month of May, and then this one is the Sisley. Wow. They aren't the same, but very similar. Okay. This one looks like it's a little bit lighter. Just a little lighter than the Sisley one. Very similar as far as how they look on the lips. It's a shiny lip balm or gloss or lipstick. I have really enjoyed it. And of course, Pat McGrath comes in this beautiful pink package with the lips there, but have been reaching for that quite a bit in the month of May. I meant to talk about this product when I talked about foundations. This is the Age Perfect Tinted Balm. It's 4-in-1. This is the shade 10 medium. I want to try this in a darker shade, but when I have been in store, the darker shade seems too deep. So I'm not sure if I'm going to pick that up or not. I may try it, but I'm not sure because this is definitely too light. But the one after this is shade 20, seems like it's too dark, but I may see if I can mix them together. This is a nice product to wear on those no makeup days and days where you're just running errands and you don't want to put on real makeup. You just want something to cover imperfections. That's when I will reach for this. It's just a nice balm that you just smooth all over your face with a brush. I usually wear it with a brush, and it's going to give you a very light coverage, but it's just going to smooth your imperfections. I wouldn't consider this to be anything that is long wearing. I don't tend to keep it on longer than like 4 hours. I think it is not mask friendly. Like if I wear a mask and put this on, I've done that before. I could see more lines where my mask was resting on my face whenever I had this on. So it's not mask friendly, but it's just a really nice balm to grab on the go on a no makeup day when you sort of want to just perfect your skin really quickly. It just gives you your skin but better, and I really have enjoyed it. Let me mention this product right here, this baby. This is the Professional Super Setter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. I love this. I talked about my Kat Von D setting spray in another video as like one of my top setting sprays, but I think they have discontinued that setting spray. So I was like, oh, they've discontinued one of my favorites. But just in time, this one has come along. So this is definitely in my top 5 setting sprays. I love the mist on this. It is very much so like my Kat Von D. It's a very fine mist. I like that it does really seem to kind of blur imperfections on my face and smooth my pores. It just gives me that beautiful poreless type of finish. It really mattifies or just makes me look like I have a very natural finish. It's sort of like you don't walk away feeling like you have this super wet face that has to kind of dry. It doesn't feel like that. It's sort of, you mist it everywhere, your makeup is set, and it dries pretty quickly. It gives me better makeup days. It definitely extends the longevity of my makeup. This is one that is definitely Savvy approved. I will stamp my name on this setting spray. This is fantastic setting spray. So I love this setting spray, and I have been loving it in the month of May. Nothing new here. This one is a limited edition one of these. I do have the regular, the original one that I also use. I keep one here and one at my work home. This one is like the Shayla collab, and I purchased it a while ago but just started using it maybe a month ago. I'm just reminded how much I love Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. It is like probably a lot of people's favorite mascara. I love the wand of this. I have very puny lashes, but this gives me more volume very quickly. So it's perfect when you're in a hurry and on the go. It's going to coat your lashes very fast. It's going to give you the volume. It's going to make them dark and visible. It's going to still separate them just enough so it's not clumpy. It's just a best all around type of mascara. I have some mascaras that are beautiful, but I have to coat my lashes so many times that it ends up taking me so long to apply mascara. But with this one, I can really get by with just one time, and then I'm ready to go. So you get really bold or beautiful lashes very quickly without having to spend a lot of time, and that's why I love this so much. And it doesn't flake or do anything crazy during the day. It just gives me beautiful lashes. I think this is my final product, and this is the 54 Thrones Butter, hand and body butter. And when I got this, it was in this little box here. It was in that little box, and I said, oh, this is small. I remember that. I was like, because I purchased it online. I thought it was going to be a big tube for some reason. Maybe because of the price, I don't know. But it is a small tube. And as you can tell, I have used it quite a bit. And I definitely would consider this to be more of a hand cream than body. Because if you were using this on your body, like all over, it would be gone in a week. I like to either rub it on my hands right before I go to bed, or I will put it on my hands as I'm leaving for the day so that my hands are nice and hydrated as I get my day started. And I also use it to spot treat dry parts of my body. So if my feet are gonna be out, then I will put this on my feet, because you can really tell when you apply this. It definitely gives you beautiful looking skin. So you squeeze out this little bit here. It's very thick in this tube. And I'm going to just rub it in. I did that day when I got it. And you can see here how, good your skin looks here. See how my skin looks right here where I'm rubbing this in. And so it's kind of a body cream that sort of feels like an oil, like a cream that turns to an oil. It's one of those products. The smell that I got, at first I didn't love it, but now I kind of do. Ugandan vanilla and Ethiopian honey is the smell that I have, and it's a very mild fragrance. So it does smell like what things smell like when it smells like honey, when it has that honey fragrance. And it comes in several different fragrances, but I actually have really enjoyed this and would buy this again. At first I wasn't sure because it was in such a small tube, but I reach for this all the time, as you can tell. So I would buy this again in a heartbeat. It is a Black-owned brand at Sephora. I highly recommend it. It's just a perfect little hand cream to have in your purse or in your drawer, or, you know, on your nightstand. It's one of those types of products. That's how I would recommend that you use it, as a hand cream or sparingly on the little dry, crusty parts of your body. So that concludes my monthly favorites. I hope that you guys have enjoyed today's video. Be sure to check down in the description box if you'd like to enter this month's Summer in the Sun giveaway. Also, if you'd like to find out how I created this makeup look, be on the lookout for that video. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will respond. And if you've not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button before you leave. So I'll be seeing you guys again very soon in my next video. So until the next time we meet again, this is Savvy signing out.